Yeah, yeah, live. Black World, Rebels TV. 5280 Rebels TV live. Tagging in the news, updates. um, and whatnot. Follow me on Twitter, PAC420, PAC underscore 420, and PAC303, that's PAC underscore 303. What up? TS Towers Photography. Um, Follow me on YouTube. Gang. Um, and Facebook, just Brian Campbell. Or my old niggas. Um, Austin, what up, my G? How you living during this crisis? Yeah, work. You working? What's happening with you? Just finna hop into some of the headlines. And whatnot. Good, good. Just hibernating. White House expresses support for making immediate cash payments to Americans as part of coronavirus stimulus package. The Washington Post. Yeah, good, bro. Appreciate you. Follow my Pac-Man Mau, Pacman Kamau, Kamau. I'm gonna start doing a little, topics, discussions, call-ins, and whatnot on YouTube, local, worldwide news. What just been working, my G. See if I could work from home. You still got them tacos? You still up there at Taco Bell? White House expresses support for making immediate cash payments to Americans as part of coronavirus stimulus package. Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin, we're looking at sending checks to Americans immediately. That's crazy because I just tried to file for unemployment. They wouldn't even let me finish the applications, busters. Uh, President Trump wants to send direct cash payments to Americans the next 2 weeks to help them cope with the economic ravages caused by the coronavirus, part of a massive stimulus pack. Need that. Nah, bro, I got a new job. Where you working at now? Security found. Hey, that's gotta be fun. Get to this. Hey, now and then. Security. Um, that's what's up. Probably need to put in an app myself. Around, got a new girl. You got a new girl too. Hey, yeah, I mean, that's what's up. uh, clicked on Colorado. That's what's up. Hmm, that's my new Instagram. She's better than my ex. That's what's up. Pac-Man 5280. That's the Instagram for everybody on anything else. To follow me. Y'all can see some of the topics I like to tackle, deal with, businesses I promote, whatever. Um, got back into this article though. So what you doing? You working? You at home? What's popping? You know anybody sick? All right. Jump back into this Washington. Administration expresses support on Tuesday for sending direct cash payments to Americans in the next 2 weeks. Okay. Massive economic stimulus package that is taking shape in Washington. Something the White House hopes could staunch the economic free fall caused by the coronavirus. But cash payment idea, which originated in Congress, is part of roughly 1 trillion stimulus loan, a $1 trillion stimulus plan. The White House is trying to push into law as soon as possible. It could become one of the largest federal emergency fiscal package ever assembled. Alright. In addition to direct cash, the White House wants the legislation to include support for businesses, aid for the airline industry, and a range of other measures. Okay, what do you about this shit going around? Oh, what do I know? Not much. I'm just hopping into the news. Let's see. As far as us in Denver, Aurora. Let me see the headlines. Let's see what we got. Colorado health officials confirmed 29 new coronavirus cases, bringing statewide total to 160. That's fresh off the press. Fox 31 News yesterday. Got 116 cases out here. I seen a post about find it. Somebody at Kingford's employee had it. Um, let's see. I don't see it right now, but Yeah. What do you? Yeah, it's going around though. Let me see. Trump wants to send Americans checks immediately. White House seeks 850 billion coronavirus stimulus. That's 3 minutes ago. So it changed from trillion to billion. Going down on them boys. Let me see. Oh yeah. All right, from ADVR, Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment said Monday that there are 29 additional positive cases in the state, bringing the total to 160. Officials did not provide information about where in the state the cases are located. However, um, Fox 31 and Channel 2 confirmed Sunday evening that 4 new cases are in Boulder. What else in the news? Treasury and IRS to delay tax payment deadline by 90 days. Already got mine. Not that I got shit. It all went to child support. Okay, here you go, right here. Colorado King Soopers employee test positive for COVID-19. CBS fault. Um, reported this yesterday, like 10 o'clock last night. Deal, yo. Shrink my page on me like that. Alright, turn it up. Here now. Ross 23. It's popping. Hold on. See if we can. Little clip from the King Super employee thing. Show you. Oh, the gang, hello. Uh, turn that back. Okay. Yeah, let me see. Um, yeah, what else we got? Coronavirus shuts down Miami beaches for spring break. Insider. sure I ain't missing no comments, yo. Righteous. Righteous. Oh, I busted that one. Oh yeah. Twitter feed. Trying to go live, my G. This shit's so crazy. Boom. I try to send you the. Oh, there it go. Yeah, just shot you the request. Go live.
What's up?
Salute. What's happening?
Nothing, just chilling. What about you?
Trying to get this channel popping on YouTube.
It's crazy though.
Yeah, I just came in getting some smokes from the stove. See my cat at the stove. I went to pound him. He gave me the elbow. He was like, "We do it like this now." I'm like, "Yeah, all right, yeah." Do the elbows.
Fuck no.
Yeah. On the game. Let me see.
Yeah.
So,
I haven't seen you in a minute.
Buddy, just been working. Last place I was at was this Family Dollar, setting up Family Dollars all around.
Oh yeah.
In Denver, and a couple of them out here in the A. You still in the A?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was supposed to move.
Where to?
My hometown.
Dallas, right?
No, Cali.
Cali.
Yeah.
Cali.
But I had lost my dad 8 months ago. My dad passed away.
Sorry to hear that. What happened?
It was unexpected. Unexpected heart attack. Yeah. But I'm here. I've been staying to help my mom out though.
Righteous. And you doing security now? Who you doing security for?
Best Buy warehouse.
Word up.
Best Buy warehouse.
Best Buy warehouse.
Yeah.
That's out here.
Yeah.
They got you.
I had to go at it. Huh?
They got you on overnights.
Mids. I'm off Mondays and Tuesdays.
So
a lot changed from the last time I saw you, though.
Yeah, I think last time I seen you was at work.
Yeah. And when you saw my girl, huh? My ex.
Was she up there? She used to work up there, huh?
No, she came to visit.
Okay, yeah.
And I introduced you to her?
Yeah.
The light-skinned one? Yeah. I'm not even with her anymore, bro. She doesn't even want to get a job.
Hey, what's wrong with these? What's wrong with them?
They think we have jobs. They can get money from us.
Buddy.
It's cool. I got a new girl, though.
Yeah, how'd you hook up with your new girl? How you find a new one?
She came to my job.
Oh, word up?
Ordered some food. Yeah.
Hey,
and she read, she can read the vibes.
She did the
She said that she read my vibes. She said that she can read my vibe and she can get with me. So yeah.
On the game.
Yeah. We've been dating for like 2 months now.
Was she black, white, Mexican?
Black.
Black. What she do?
She works at my old job.
Oh, well, okay. Right. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, bro.
I'm going to do that when I get off.
Yeah, cause this'll be on there, our whole little convo and shit.
Okay.
Yeah, going live all day. Couple little different topics. Couple different topics. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Especially that damn coronavirus shit.
Yeah, that's like all this in the news. I was trying to see what else is popping, but that's like all the headlines right now. Let me see what we happening locally around here. Oh yeah, you hear about Denver residents to get reprieved from evictions, utility shutoffs during coronavirus?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
My ex is trying to get one.
She in Denver?
Probably on the east side, yeah.
Yeah, see, that's what I was wondering. Was it just Denver? Is it Aurora also?
It's Denver and Aurora, bro.
Let me see. XL, Denver Water, and Mayor Hancock announced effort to help cash-strapped residents. They put this out yesterday.
Well, now the government trying to do something for once.
Hey, word up. Homeboy, he was just on the we was on a light rail. He was talking about how he was mad that they changed the B line to the L line. And it's only like two. Yeah, it's only like 2 trains now, and it used to be 3. He had me rolling. I should have got that on camera. But I'm like, yeah, you might want to call, give your boy Michael Hancock a call, let him know how you feel about it. He was like, yeah, it's gentrification. He was like, what'd he say? He said, white folks down here walking all comfortable, and it was just funny. He was like, all the stores that got shut down, and you know what I mean, it's like new, and then they took all the historic shit away. Funny. Funny.
That shit's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Cash-strapped Denver residents who are at risk of having their utilities during the coronavirus crisis or even losing their homes will get a reprieve, city and utility leaders said Monday. Now is not the time to be evicting people from their house. Denver Mayor Michael Hancock.
I'm about to. What are you about to do today?
I don't know. I might just quarantine myself. Think I'm on some quarantine, my G.
Wow.
You got the cough? Can you hold your breath 10 seconds?
Yeah, I can hold my breath 10 seconds. Can you?
Yeah, they say if you can do it, then you ain't got it. I think they said.
I can hold my breath for 10 seconds. Can you? I know I don't got no damn virus.
Hold on, let me see. Shit.
You good?
I think that was 10. Yeah, I'm good. I think that was 10.
No, bro, that was 9.
I'm gonna try it again. Oh, don't call. Don't tell nobody.
Now that was 10. Don't kill yourself.
Buddy.
So what?
But yeah, though, that's it. I'm just do a show or two.
Yeah, my job said that we have to go, before we have to go to work, we have 24 hours to see if we are contained by the virus.
24 hours.
I ain't doing that shit. Fuck that. I know I don't have it. Shit, if I have it, I'll let it kill me. I know where I'm gonna go.
Word up. Huh? I said, word up. I was just hollering at my one of my maintenance mans. I was telling them it was jacked up. How they shutting down the 420 canceled due to coronavirus.
Bro, that ain't gonna last for a long time.
Yeah, they acting like
they're gonna open it again. What?
Yeah,
So what?
I said, yeah, I mean they taking it pretty far.
They're overreacting. They're blowing this shit out of proportion. Look at the damn bird flu.
Yeah.
They didn't blow the. Look at. Remember when we had the Ebola? People didn't blow that shit out of proportion or nothing, but coronavirus. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You watch football still, huh?
Rarely. If it ain't the Broncos, then I ain't hardly watching.
Hey, did you hear about Tom Brady?
What'd he do?
He doesn't want to be with the Patriots anymore.
Wasn't that nigga supposed to be retiring or something? Was it him? Was it his brother?
It was Peyton.
Yeah, Peyton.
Eli.
I'm tripping. The Mannings. You said Brady. Okay.
Yeah.
Where he gonna go then?
Tom Brady. He wants to go to a different team.
Where he gonna go? Where he want to go? He ain't said nothing.
Don't know. Oh. But tomorrow at 4 p.m., he's gonna be a free agent.
Word up.
Yeah, but it's okay though. At least we got our quarterback though.
Who that?
Dak Prescott. For the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay, yeah, I ain't even heard nothing about football. No, I thought I heard they shut down the NBA. There's one cat that supposedly got sick touching a bunch of microphones. And I heard they were supposed to shut down the NBA.
I didn't even heard about that yet.
Mm-hmm. Let me see about this. Lil Jon was supposed to be here on the 420 concert.
Lil Jon and what, Snoop Dogg?
Let me see. I'm trying to. Oops. Get my phone set up here. Trying to read into it. Now, Denver's annual 420 festival canceled due to coronavirus. The event was to be headlined by rapper Lil Jon. They updated the article like 11 o'clock this morning. Denver's signature festival that celebrates the Stoners holiday of April 20th has been canceled.
I like how they
Organizers of the Fly High 420 Festival attributed the cancellation to the outbreak of coronavirus and COVID-19, the respiratory illness it causes. The free event was slated to take place at Civic Center downtown, headlined by rapper Lil Jon. There is no immediate plans to reschedule as the virus continues to circulate, organizers said just 5 days after confirming that the show would after confirming to know that the show would go on. The Fire 420 Festival is one of many events that have been canceled or postponed in the wake of coronavirus as people prepare over the weekend to hunker down in their homes. They clear out grocery stores of toilet paper, hand sanitizer, rice, and food items. Dispensaries, however, said they were stocked full of cannabis and prepared to serve customers.
Wow.
I just hit the dispensary too the other day, but as you can see, I need to hit that out again. Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, low, my G. All right.
Hey, you know Maya, right?
Maya. Yeah, I know Maya. Let me put the face with the name.
With her sister?
Yes, Maya. Oh, yeah, Maya was the skinny one, right? Or was that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and what's her sister's name?
Oh, fuck. I forgot.
Yeah, that ring a bell. I can't put a face on her right now, though, but I remember she was one of the popular girls on the block.
Hell yeah. She hit me up on Facebook.
She did?
Yeah, she found me on Facebook.
What's she talking about?
Huh? How she has a kid now.
Oh, word up?
Yeah. Her sister is still looking for me, though. Like,
trying to get back with you. What, you ducking her?
Hell yeah. Huh?
I say you ducking her?
No, bro.
You did.
I'm not the kind of person that would cheat. Like, if I'm in a relationship, I'm in a relationship.
How you get?
I ain't that kind of person that would cheat.
She can't find you on Facebook? You don't think she tried to find you?
I think she did, but I didn't pay attention to my friend request box.
Let me see. Due to the high volume of tests being processed by the state lab and a need to get the information out quickly, today's news does not contain a demographic breakdown. The state says it has tested 1,216 people since testing started February 28th. All cases previously referred to as presumptive positive are now considered positive. Yeah, I don't know what they're talking about. Full trailers, nothing but.
So how's you and your girl doing, bro?
Cool.
You said yeah. Ooh. Shit. I feel you. Fuck, I'm tired. My girl kept me up all night.
What was y'all doing?
You still there, bro?
I said, what was y'all doing?
Talking. She came over last night.
From the east side?
So, yeah.
She mobile?
Huh?
I said from the east side, she's mobile?
Not Erica. My girl, fool.
Oh, I'm true.
Yeah. You are tripping, bro. Yeah, no. You're tripping really bad.
My bad, I'm reading while I'm talking to forgot which girl we was talking about. So your girl live in the 80.
Yeah. She doesn't live far. She lives like really close.
Two killed, 4 injured in a Stapleton crash. It was yesterday. Damn, 11 at night. No, it's shortly after 8:15. 2 killed, 4 injured. Stapleton crash Monday night off 56th Avenue, Central Park Boulevard.
Woke up with a fucking headache, bro.
Hey, there go my girl Crims right there. Woke up with a headache, huh?
Hell yeah.
Fresh air, open the window.
Fuck that. Gonna try to eat something.
Yeah, that too. Let me see. Denver mayor closes bars and clubs. Club owners and contract workers scramble. Let me see.
And I'm surprised they didn't shut down the light rail or the buses too.
Somebody was saying that. Hey, check this.
Like what?
This article though. Former Denver VA worker found guilty of $20 million theft from veterans' families.
That's fucked up.
Mm-hmm. It said on Thursday, a federal jury in Denver found a former Denver-based U.S. Veterans Affairs employee, Joseph Prince, 60 years old, of Aurora, guilty of felony health care fraud, conspiracy, payment of illegal kickbacks, gratuities, money laundering charges, and conflict of interest. Price is accused of taking approximately $20 million from veterans and their families. A news release from Denver-based U.S. Attorney Jason Dunn said, "Whoa, 20 mil, buddy, Aurora."
That shit's stupid.
I ain't know it's that much money to steal from old people out here. Like, Price was a beneficiary provider relationship specialist with VA Spina Provida SB Healthcare Benefits Program. The news release says Spina Bifida is a spinal cord birth defect that has occurred in children and some service members. During the trial, Prince was accused of defrauding the program by signing up the family members. Damn, pop up, fucking up my reading. Hold up. Where we at? Defrauding the program by signing up the family members of the program's beneficiaries as home health contractors with home health entities run by Prince's associates, including wife and his brother-in-law. The news release said these home health entities were authorized to provide such services to the VA. Additionally, the news release accused Prince of encouraging family members to submit bills to these entities to service that they were either not provided or not allowed the VA, accepting approximately $20 million in payments for these services. Hell no. The U.S. Attorney Office news release said Price referred 45 program beneficiaries to his home health entities. The total
What?
amount of fraud claims paid by the SB Healthcare Benefits Program totaled about $19 million, and Price also received nearly $1.5 million in kickbacks from two home health entities between December 2017 and June 2018. The crimes perpetrated by Joseph Prince and his associates were especially troubling since Prince was a VA official. Let's see. The Department of Veterans Affairs Office of Inspector General is committed to holding accountable those who are illegally enriched themselves, using VA programs intended to help our nation's veterans and dependents and deserve to be served by a workforce of highest integrity. This is crazy. His co-conspirator Roland Vaughn pled guilty to paying an illegal gratuity to a public official on August 1st and is scheduled to be sentenced by Judge Moore on April 9th. Glenn and Catherine Beach also pleaded guilty to paying an illegal gratuity to Prince and will be sentenced April 1st.
Let's see if they close the freaking courthouse down too.
Somebody else said, the homegirl said that on Snap. Let's see if they close the courthouse. Yeah, that would be helpful.
My ex, she got caught, bro.
She got caught for what?
So apparently her fucking cousin messaged me on Messenger, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so she's like, Erica's in jail. So she called me. I said, what's she in jail for? Apparently her and her homegirl was driving in a stolen car. And she claimed that she didn't do it. She didn't know that was a stolen car. With the quotes, bro.
With the quotes.
Yeah. But she knows she was in a stolen car.
Oh, man.
Now she's a felon on that.
Oh, man.
And her jail bond was $500 cash.
500 cash. That means it was 5,000 total. What was the charge?
Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, so they'll probably give her a plea bargain. Let her plead down.
She's out on bail.
Out on bail, yeah. You bailed her out? She bailed herself out?
Fuck no. Her cousin.
Her cousin bailed her out? This your ex?
Yep. Yep.
How you get the whole spiel? How you be getting the 411, the updates?
Her fucking cousin found me on Facebook.
Oh, the chick you was telling me about.
Okay. Not Maya.
Yeah. Okay. It's funny. What is it?
So
she Mexican, your ex?
She's half black, half white.
Yeah. Half black, half white?
Yeah.
She's with the shit. She want all the smoke. Riding in stolen cars and shit.
She's a bitch. She wants to threaten everybody and everything. That's why no one doesn't even want to be her friend. You know?
Gee.
That's when I said, I'm not with her. I said, did she tell you that we're not together? So, yeah. I said, why you guys bugging me?
Why you guys
her cousin called it. Bro, she even called me from unknown, and my girl answered this. Answer my phone. Tell me that.
Hold on, say it again.
So when my ex got out of jail, right? And she got out of jail, she called me from unknown, but I was with my girl, spending time.
Righteous.
So my phone, she was blowing up my fucking phone. I said, I know who it was. I'm not going to answer it. My girl answered the phone, and she's like, hey, look, you need to stop calling my man's phone because he doesn't want to talk to you. You guys are no longer fucking together. If you guys have a problem, I can beat your ass right now. Don't try me. And keep the tongue up on the phone. So yeah. Well, are you in the A or no?
In the where?
Are you in the A?
Oh, yeah. I'm in the A for sure.
We should just hang out.
A-Co all day. Yeah, shit, you already know. Right here off of Alameda and Chambers.
In the apartments?
Yep, you already know.
The Highline Village?
Mm-hmm. They don't call them that no more though, but
what they call it?
It's called Glen at the park now.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Glen at the park apartments.
So I know what that is.
Yeah, you can slide. My G. Definitely come through, pull up.
What's your last digit phone number?
Say it again.
What's your phone number?
720-295-6665.
Okay, I still got your number.
Same one.
I had to get a new one, so I'll shoot you a text.
Okay, gang. I'll be looking for it. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Back in the news, Roger Mayweather, Floyd's uncle and former trainer, dies, age 58. Roger Mayweather, Floyd's uncle and legendary boxer trainer, has died, 58. Mayweather, a former world champion who retired in 1999 before establishing himself as one of the greatest coaches. Okay, so yeah, that's the same. Call in if anybody want to call in. 720-295-6665. Or you can call in 720-500-2567. Just various topics. Call in. 720-500-2567. Subscribe, comment, share, hit the thumbs up button. We're just doing news, current events, local black business advertising, local black music promotion, live call in. Follow me on Instagram. I got the PayPal link. Got the Patreon going. Whoop-de-wop. Follow me on all the other medias. Feel me? Like the program. Like this broadcast. Donate. You dig. That's one of my channels. Pac-Man Kamau. Screenshot that. Yeah. You dig. Other channel, Kamau Pac-Man. subscribe to both channels. Comment, share, hit the thumbs up of live news, current events, local business advertisement, local black music promotion. At the Facebook group, Baby Black Panthers. You can find it by typing in Rebels. Follow me on Twitter, Pack_420, Pack_303, spelled Pack PAC. Instagram, Pacman5280. First thing on my Instagram, you'll see the picture look like this. My homeboy, Savon Cad. To get you some Univera. That'll keep your immune system popping right now. In these times where you want to be healthy. PowerRenewal.com, UniveraScience.com, SavonCAD at Yahoo.com, 720-569-6923 if you're in a rub. Colorado, Denver, Colorado. You can use his associate ID. It's one of my good partners, one of my best friends right here. 200-524-26, and you can get you some drinks and whatnot to keep your system running good. He has keep samples. You want to sample a product or something. So I took a picture of his card and my sample bottle he gave me. Just kicking with him the other day on the Call of Duty. Zombies taking heads. But that's the extra right there, which promotes vital energy, supports mental clarity and focus, helps manage stress, promotes joint comfort and flexibility. We are serious about the health around here. These first 3 pictures on my page on Instagram. A little bit more about Univera. Your body produces 300 billion new cells every day, and you can make them better with Univera Extra's exclusive formula of 20 natural ingredients, providing powerful cell renewal and helps protect your DNA. Again, that's another snapshot of a card you can use to shop online with that ID number. You'll get a discount. The ID number 1253876. Alright. Or you need a sample or you want to buy directly, you can hit up Savon Cad once again. 720-569-6923. Or Nathaniel and Doris Anderson. Associate IDs 1253876. And those are the numbers right there for Doris Anderson and Nathaniel, and contact information. That's a sample bottle of the Univera Extra. I've taken a lot of those Univera Extra concentrate. That Aloe Select Univera, that's the bottle, the big bottle, when you buy it. Yeah. So that's, a business. That's not a black business, but that is a black businessman I'm supporting and helping, this health-wise, definitely get it in. You'll be supporting black individuals doing black business, black people trying to keep blacks healthy. Also, these bracelets my cousin sells, these healing stone bracelets. I got to give me another one. That one, my cousin got on hold for me, low key. She has a list of what the healing stones are and what they're good for. Check that out. I got a list pictures on my Instagram, IG, for all the charm bracelets she make, the different colors and what they mean, what they stand for. They're handmade for women, for men, healing stone bracelets. So just check out my profile if you want to get you some of those. Get it. Alright. Definitely black business. What else yeah, so that's right, man. Alright, go ahead and wrap her up. Get out of here. Like I say, follow my YouTube channels, Kamau Pac-Man, Pac-Man Kamau. Follow me on Twitter, Pac_303, PAC_420. Um, that does it for the news. I'll come back and do more calling, what have you. Yeah. Denver restaurant. The order it closed except for carry out and delivery. Denver Boulder law enforcement arresting fewer people to avoid introducing coronavirus to jails. Oh, I just can't get it up. He finna shut down. Let me see. I got a couple calls from my brother yesterday too. They gave 2 free 5-minute calls. I think they giving 2 free a month to inmates. At least they are and were at Sterling Correctional yesterday. Facility, Sterling, Colorado. Uh, 2 5-minute phone calls, free a month until this blows over, what have you. Let me check the comments though. Comment. See what I think I'm gonna have to do is comment myself though, because all it did was the one thing about multi-streaming. That's all it'll say. It won't really give a title or description like you want. But what I'll do is I'll throw in a description to my channel in the chat, just so it's all clear. What we're doing here. I think I want to throw in a My video ended. I don't know why my video ended. Oh, video ended on Instagram. But bear with me. Why? Aha, there it is. Trying to share this out. Text banners. We need you to go in photos. Type of banner text. Oh, okay. Don't know what I'm doing. Shit. Woohoo, that's tight. Alright, IG, I'm back. I don't know why my last video ended. Graphics. See, I didn't even know. Ooh, I didn't even know I could get into graphics and whatnot. Oh, here. Let's see. Uh, stop sharing screen. Real quick. I didn't even know. Right. Some stuff real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah, show that. Oh, this is tight. I'm learning. Restream. Bear with me. Awkward. Ooh, that's tight. That's tight. fuck is the overlay? I don't know if I wanna. Oh, aha, I see. Let me see. Ah, okay, no overlay, no overlay. Ah, fucked up with the overlay. There we go, there we go. Okay. Yeah. Alright, it's crazy though. Let's check this out. Roger Mayweather death. Floyd Mayweather's uncle and former trainer dies at age 58. Mayweather Sr., a former world champion who retired in 1999 before establishing himself as one of the greatest coaches in sports history, has been suffering from a decline in health for a number of years. He trained Mayweather Jr. between 2000 and 2012, molding his nephew into boxing's recognized best pound-for-pound fighter. However, interview in 2015, Mayweather Jr. admitted his uncle's 18-year professional career had taken a toll on his physical health. My uncle Roger Mayweather has lost his memory from the sport of boxing. He's only 50s. He's only in his 50s, but it seems like he's an old man in his 80s. Thrilling and distinguished fighter in his own right, Mayweather Sr. won 59 of the 72 fights, capturing the WBA Super Featherweight World Title and WBC Lightweight Featherweight Welterweight World Title. Okay. Jay's World 2013, what's happening? How's life treating you? Salute, Hotel. Okay. Just doing some updates. Oh, snap. Adult film star Sarah J. trends after getting followed by Barack Obama. They trying to get my G in trouble. Press off the press. Oh, and it went to a YouTube. I don't want to play nobody else's shit. What are we talking? It went to a YouTube video. You know, I don't want to. Oh, forget the time.
Came to work over here.
Say it again.
Apparently, my headset is dying. Came to work over here for a bit. Tell B I said what up. He was so happy with those videos of Royal.
Word up. Hey. We don't want to play that video. I thought it was maybe a article.
Breakfast in there or what? Sure. She got it.
Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Come
That was a tip I read that you're supposed to get up in your dress
Pack. Man, post.
I ain't there yet. Well, I ain't there yet either, but I was like, okay, that's a good idea. But and then after you called and said she was coming up, I said, I should have just for you. We got just for you. This is actually what I wore yesterday.
Let's see. Make sure there's no comments or nothing.
If you don't know how to take the time early. That's what the second half. And I found out the box that he works out of wasn't working. Maybe you know he found the box. Yeah. So I meant like
Show the logo for sure.
you know about your work.
Okay.
So he was trying to consider,
Z-Mac 83.
12 o'clock.
What's happening?
So I think
Bear with me for a second while I set up my overlays and whatnot on. But go follow my YouTube channel, Quad Trey _43. What's popping? Go follow the YouTube channel. Kamau Pac-Man. Getting it set up right now. Here. Right. Back to the chat. That's good. The chat. This is tight. Yeah, I thought fuck with Restream. Figuring out how to use Restream. So everybody holla at me. I can help you walk through it a little bit. Need some assistance. Okay, though, let me jump back into the news. See what's happening in the world today. We already went through. Oh no, I didn't get to read the article though. Denver Boulder law enforcement arresting fewer people to avoid introducing coronavirus to jails. Jails continue to restrict in-person visitation. It's from March 16th. That's yesterday. Denver Post. Last update is 6:42 p.m. Law enforcement in Denver and Boulder are limiting the number of people they arrest on low-level crimes to minimize the risk of introducing the new coronavirus into jails. The change comes as jails across the state are working to prevent the introduction of COVID-19 into facilities where social distancing and some basic steps to prevent contracting the virus are difficult. Law enforcement agencies are tasked with maintaining public safety while also protecting the health of inmates and jail staff. Denver police officers will default to issuing summons instead of arresting people suspected of low-level, non-violent property and drug crimes. Chief Paul Pazan said in an interview Monday, a summons is a legal document ordering a person, to appear before a
Ooh, not
judge.
those nasty things.
Those given summons.
You bought those on purpose?
Yeah, yes, I did. I like them.
I was fussing. I hope don't nobody on there listen to what I was fussing about.
Nah, make sure to talk over you. Denver police officers will default to issuing summons instead of arresting people.
Sorry, but you said you
suspected
did buy
of
these
low
on purpose.
level.
You wanted these. These is what you like.
Yeah, it's just tobacco and water.
Just make sure you didn't eat that.
Want to spark that though?
That might help me feel better while my burrito cooks.
Yeah. You throw two in there?
What are you on, Snapchat? Facebook?
I am on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or multi-stream with Restream. Giving summons still face charges, but they won't be taken into custody.
What are you guys talking about? Martial law?
Just all various topics. But right now, I was reading this article from Denver Post talk about Denver and Boulder law enforcement arresting fewer people to avoid.
Oh yeah, let's go commit some crimes, mommy. I don't know, something petty though, because Denver and the rap hole ain't arresting for petty crimes. They ain't coming.
Yeah.
That's all we gotta do is have a face mask on and slide up to the car because they ain't gonna come.
Oh yeah, you seen that one?
I know, and then cough if they get too close. Did y'all hear that they done closed down all the restaurants and stuff? Yeah, I heard that. Mm-hmm. Only for takeout. All the gyms closed, theaters closed. And it ain't sounding like we going back to school in April. Yeah, I don't know. They tried to do some e-learning. Yeah. Well, at first they were told that our school would definitely not be one of those schools. They called me today. She ain't sounding so positive. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, we might be one of those schools. They got to pay me for at least for a year.
Trump wants to send Americans checks immediately in response to coronavirus.
A lot of people's jobs got closed down today too. Well, I'm glad you got that camera.
Did this on purpose. It's a nice seat.
It's a perfect spot. Like, I was all trying to find. Where's the thing? Where's the photo?
Mm-hmm. You can break it out if you want to. No, I have to end my program and restart.
Oh, no, okay.
But
I should be able to hop on the Wi-Fi.
I mean, yeah, it's wired until you unplug it, but you can replug it back out here if you want to, like, better seat.
I should be able to just hook it up.
Okay.
Our modem be way upstairs.
What we at? White House takes new line after Dyer report on death toll. What new line? I don't know. Hold on. Federal guidelines. What they talking? White House takes new line after Dyer report of death toll. Federal guidelines warned against gatherings of more than 10 people as a random report predicted high fatalities in the U.S. without drastic action. Sweeping new federal recommendations announced Monday for Americans to sharply limit their activities appear to draw on Dyer's scientific report warning that without action by the government and individuals to slow the spread of coronavirus suppress new cases, 2.2 million people in the United States could die. In the news. You can request to join the Rebels group on Facebook. One person wants to join, and there's more discussions, various type discussions. Um, that shit. But we have a group description up. You'll be able to find us public. Been on Facebook since September 6, 2010. Rebels empowered by every lost soul. Revolutionaries empowered by every lost soul. This group is representative of a peace agreement between red and blue tribes. Purple is both red and blue united as one. Thus, to represent our peace and unity, we wear purple. Crips, Bloods, Vice Lords, Against the Disciple gang members join the Rebels group as a show of solidarity. Make pieces for the common people. Organize with those from your community in a positive way. Wear purple symbolize unity between red and blue. Also, purple is the color of royalty in Africa and Europe. For ourselves, baby Black Panthers with the Uhuru movement. Death to the enemies of the African race. Hail Selassie, Hotel Uhuru, Black Power, baby Fahodie, Poder de Negro. Revolution empowered by us. Every less sort of the group. Plenty of discussions being had. Check us out. Got members posting all the time. So yeah. Got a post from Chakuma Hambu, Umar Johnson, War on Black Boys, shockumentary. Got another post from Eric Trueheart, Nux Young live stream. Check that out. Go ahead and subscribe. Also, yeah, right. Come back later with more news as it comes in. I think I got most of the top posts. Anything new? White House to unveil plan to send out checks to get cash to Americans. Disney, Universal Parks at Trump meeting. Emergency stimulus to soar above $1 trillion. In the top stories right now. EU to shut borders as France, Germany tighten restrictions to control coronavirus. European Union risks NPR 11 hours ago. France orders people to stay at home for 15 days due to pandemic. Let's see, make sure I ain't missing no comments over here. To curb the epidemic, there would need to be drastic restrictions on work, school, and social gatherings for periods of time until a vaccine was available, which could take 18 months, according to the report by British researchers. 18 months. They cautioned that such steps carried enormous costs that could affect people's health, but conclude they were the only viable strategy at the current time. That is because different steps intended to drive down transmission by isolating patients, quarantining those in contact with them, and keeping the most vulnerable apart from others for 3 months could only have, the new report said. White House guidelines urge Americans to avoid gatherings of more than 10 people. That is more restrictive stance than recommendations released on Sunday by the U.S. Center for Disease Control and Prevention, which said the gatherings should be limited to 50. The White House also recommended that Americans work from home, avoid unnecessary shopping trips, and refrain from eating in restaurants. Some states and cities have already imposed stricter measures, including lockdowns, business closures. Crazy. It's enough. Let's see. Time. Public. Cam Newton got permission from the Panthers to trade. U.S. postpones April 15th tax payments 90 days. Americans back like 2 weeks ago. Google removes basic location sharing from Hangouts for Android. Hey, gun sales rise as coronavirus fears trigger personal safety concerns. Worst day on the stock market since 1987. Michelle's getting bare apparently have got everyone's attention, said one gun shop owner. Well, it's a picture outside the gun store right here. There's a line at the gun store. Oh, I forgot to. My bad. I forgot to share the screen.
I'm gonna match your shirt, okay?
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Outside the gun store. People wait in a line to enter a gun store in Culver City, California, March 15th. Coronavirus concerns have led to consumer of grocery panic buying of grocery staples, and now gun stores are seeing a similar run on weapons and ammunition. Big. Guess I should go buy heat for there ain't no more. Gonna be a purge. Hola. Anxious shoppers snatching up guns and ammo to gird for potential chaos related to the coronavirus pandemic are leading in some cases to long lines, short supplies, and purchase limits. Businesses say some customers are feeding a self-fulfilling prophecy of an artificial shortage, buying up firearms for protection because they're afraid others will empty the shelves first. Other customers are looking to protect themselves from fellow shoppers as tempers flare due to grocery stores striped off the essentials. Oh snap! They ready to get to busted because you might try to fight at the grocery store. Oh, oh, it hurts. Let me go back to the article. Let me see. Long lines have been reported at gun shops across the country. Customers were waiting in line outside the Martin B. Redding firearms store in Culver City, California. Just a heads up, if the phone is ringing and we're not answering, it's probably because we're a bit overwhelmed at the moment. The store posted on Facebook page this weekend. The store also announced it was too busy to conduct firearm safety certification classes. Some of the lines were due to crowd control. The owner, Dan Redding, told NBC there was restricting the number of people allowed inside to a safe number in light of the current situation, limiting the store to 25 customers at a time. The store also announced it would implement a waiting list and asking customers to come back at appointed time. One gun shop has seen sales surging for handguns, shotguns, AR-style rifles bought for personal defense, and especially ammunition to unprecedented levels. Oh my God. This is from NBC News. Let me see. Most of what we're hearing is fear and uncertainty, said Anderson. Our customers want to be able to protect themselves and their families, and they want to ensure they have the means to do so. While there are no publicly available ways of directing measuring gun sales by private gun manufacturers. There are several indirect indicators. Online ammunition site ammo.com reported a 70% increase in sales. Over 5.5 million background checks were conducted in January and February, according to the FBI data, 1 million more than during the same period last year. It's real. Um, Gun sales typically increase in election years, but this year figures are still an increase of nearly 350,000 over 2016. False claims of nationwide lockdown for COVID. White spots in meat, a sign of TB, but thorough cooking can make it safe. Published this morning at 7 Global Mountain Time. Meat with bubbles and white spots is infected with tuberculosis and dangerous to eat. That's sourced from a WhatsApp message. The verdict explained that white spots in meat are a sign that the animal had TB, but infected meat is unlikely to be sold in formal markets and is safe to eat if thoroughly cooked. The message advises people to avoid eating meat with bubbles and white spots because it's a sign of animal tuberculosis and very dangerous. The photo in the message is of an American white-tailed deer infected with bovine tuberculosis. TB doesn't usually infect the muscle tissue of meat we eat, and infected meat is unlikely to be sold in mainstream shops. Experts say there are simple precautions people can take to kill bacteria in meat and organs. Yeah. Okay, let me get y'all. Eee. The advice was shared on WhatsApp in South Africa includes a photo of what seems to be a raw rib cage covered in white spots. Photo and messages have been seen on Facebook and Twitter. Oh my God. Alright, that's South Africa. Um, Americans are likely to get $1,000 or more checks. Here's what you need to know. Washington Post. Senator Mitt Romney, Republicans from Utah, suggests sending every American $1,000 checks on Monday to help people make it through the coronavirus outbreak. The plan received thumbs up from lawmakers and economists across the political spectrum, including President Trump. Guess he has a briefing in 3 minutes. Americans could get a check for $1,000 or more in the coming weeks as political leaders coalesce around a dramatic plan to try to prevent a worse recession and protect people from going bankrupt. The idea took off Monday. Senator Mitt Romney, Republican from Utah, called for every American adult to receive a $1,000 check immediately to help tide people over until the government aid can arrive. By Tuesday, there was bipartisan support for the idea, including from President Trump. The White House even suggested the amount could be over 1,000, an acknowledgement of how big the economic crisis is becoming. We're looking at sending checks to Americans immediately, Treasurer Secretary Stephen Mnuchin said, adding that Trump wants checks to go out in the next 2 weeks. This isn't a new idea. The United States has done this twice before. During the Great Recession, the federal government sent about every adult a $300 to $600 check plus $300 per child. The same thing happened in 2001 when the majority of Americans received a $300 check. In the last recession, the checks went out to pretty much everyone who wasn't a millionaire and filed a U.S. tax return, including people on Social Security. Americans earning less than $75 got the full amount. $75,000 got the full amount, while wealthier people got less. The checks were technically tax rebates, meaning they were part of a larger tax cut. The coronavirus check proposal would just be a direct cash payment that the government would fund by borrowing money. Most economists across the political spectrum like the idea because it's simply and relatively fast, unlike other government aid, unemployment insurance, welfare, or food stamps. People do not have to apply for the check, and there are no restrictions on how to use the money. As the U.S. economy comes to a standstill, job losses are mounting and could reach the millions, economists say. $1,000 payment won't fully compensate people, but experts and politicians say it's a good first step to help people buy groceries and pay rent. It works out the equivalent of 1 week of pay for the typical American, according to the latest Labor Department data, which shows median weekly earning of $936 for full-time workers. Yeesh. Sure, I'm missing my comments here on my chat. Okay. That cannot be known by manipulation. Okay. I don't know what that's. New Jersey coronavirus patient gives hospital fake name, address, and then leaves. Hell going on? Newark Mayor Ras Baraka held a press conference on Tuesday asking the woman to come forward. She was later found, he said in a tweet. Oh, Lord. Let me see. Okay. Checks. Oh, yeah, that's what I want to check out. New Jersey coronavirus patient. East Orange General Hospital, East Orange, New Jersey. A woman in New Jersey who tested positive for coronavirus at the hospital provided workers with a fake name and address and then left. Called in sick. Causing city officials to plead with her to come forward. Whoa. Newark Mayor Ras Baraka said at a press conference on Tuesday. Hello. They made this article today, though. This from NBC News. Newark Mayor Ras Baraka said at a press conference on Tuesday that the woman who went to East Orange General Hospital Saturday and received a test for the coronavirus, which came back positive. The woman, however, had already left. And had provided the hospital with the wrong address and a false name. Baraka said the woman posed a public health risk to not only herself but the community and urged her to come forward. Oh, she ran off on the plug. Oh my God. Let me see. In a tweet Tuesday afternoon, the mayor said the woman had been found but did not provide further details. Attempts by NBC News to reach the mayor were not immediately successful. During his press conference, he urged the public to take it seriously. I want to reiterate to folks at the hospital, you have to give your real name and your real phone number. You have to give emergency contact, he said. This is not a joke. It's a very serious matter. The lady, they don't want everybody to know if they got it. Yeah, she went and got tested, and it tested positive, but she had already left, and she gave a fake name and everything. Wow. Her address, and she dipped out in New Jersey. Wow. Whew. And then everybody's mayor was urging her to come forward. They finally found her. Oh my God. As of Tuesday afternoon, there are more than 260 cases of coronavirus in New Jersey, according to the State Department of Health. Governor Phil Murphy said in a tweet. Alright, that's crazy. I'm still flying. Hold on. What's the count over here? 2 seconds. Let me see how long I'll be alive. Do a 2-hour limit. Ooh. Let me see. 60, whatever. 2, 20. 8 more minutes. I'm gonna shut it down. Okay. Let me see. Thousands still flocking. Thousands still flocking to Florida beaches despite coronavirus shocking social distancing guidelines. Alright. China announces that it will expel American journalists. China expels journalists from New York Times, Wall Street Journal, and Washington Post. What's going on? Oh, China said Tuesday that it was working in the country for the New York Times, the Washington Post, whose press credentials are due to expire in 2020. The country's Ministry of Foreign Affairs said in a statement, reporters for those publications must return their press cards within 10 days. The move continues a tit-for-tat battle between Washington and Beijing that began in February after the journal ran an opinion article with the headline, "China is the real sick man of Asia." Whoa. Is that what's happening? Wall Street Journal reporters walked through the Beijing airport. Sure. February 24th. They got the good mask too. Let me see that. That out. They got the black mask. We get the black mask, yo. The black mask in Beijing. Let me see. I said Tuesday. Okay, so the press credentials are due to expire. Newsroom leaders criticized China's move in the midst of the COVID-19 health crisis. Oh, okay, now I gotta read it for real. Take a look. Let me see. They will not be allowed to continue working as journalists in the People's Republic of China, including its Hong Kong and Macau special administrative regions, the statement said from Republic of China. China also demanded that Voice of America, the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, the Washington Post, and Time provide information about their operations in the country, including staffing and finance information. It was not immediately clear how many American journalists would be affected, and spokespeople for each of the news outlets and Voice of America, an international broadcaster funded by Congress, did not provide figures in response to inquiries, but the newsroom leaders criticized China's move, which comes in the midst of a global public health crisis over COVID-19, the disease caused by coronavirus. Washington Post executive editor Marty Barone said in a statement that it was particularly regrettable during the COVID-19 pandemic when reliable information about the international response is essential, uh, severely limiting the flow of that information, which China now seeks to do, only aggravates the situation, Barone said. Wall Street Journal editor-in-chief Matt Murray said in a statement that China's unprecedented attack on freedom of the press comes at a time of unparalleled global crisis. Trusted news reporting from and about China has never been more important. We oppose government interference with a free press anywhere in the world. Our commitment to reporting fully and deeply on China is unchanged, Murray said. He like demanding to be in the country. Like, it's free press. We're committed fully and deeply. Oh my God. New York Times executive editor Dean Baquet said the paper had more reporters in China than anywhere besides the U.S. Damn. He said it was critical that the government of the United States and China move quickly to resolve the dispute and allow journalists to do the important work of informing the public. The health and safety of people around. Let me see. Gotta pop it. Health and safety of people around the world depend on impartial reporting about its two largest economies, both of them now battling a common epidemic. China's move continues a tit-for-tat battle between Washington and Beijing that began in February after the Wall Street Journal ran an opinion article with the headline "China is the real sick man of Asia." Nope, you off camera. The headline infuriated the Chinese government, which responded by revoking the press passes of 3 reporters from the journal's new division, which operates independently of its opinion pages. In response, on March 2nd, Secretary of State Mike Pompeo imposed a cap on the number of individuals permitted to work for Chinese government-controlled media organizations in the United States. The move cut the number of employees to 100 from 160. In a statement on Tuesday, China Foreign Affairs Ministry slammed what it called the unwarranted restrictions on China media agencies and personnel. China said its retaliatory moves were entirely necessary and reciprocal countermeasures that China is compelled to take in response to the unreasonable oppression the Chinese media organizations experience in the U.S. What the U.S. has done is exclusively targeting Chinese media organizations and hence driven by a Cold War mentality and ideological bias, the ministry said. Whoa. They went in on America one time. What the U.S. has done is exclusively targeting Chinese media organizations and hence driven by Cold War mentality and ideological bias. That's what the ministry said. It has seriously tarnished the reputation and the image of Chinese media organizations, seriously affected their normal operations in the U.S., and seriously disrupted people-to-people and cultural exchanges between the two countries. Thanks. The ministry said the U.S. exposed the hypocrisy of the self-styled advocate of press freedom and urged Washington to immediately change course, undo the damage, and stop its political oppression and arbitrary restrictions on Chinese media organizations. The ministry warned of further countermeasures if the U.S. chose to go further down the wrong road. Oh, snaps. I gotta see this. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Pompey said, I regret China's decision to further foreclose the world's ability to conduct the free press operations. Okay, I'll wrap this up. Frankly, it would be really good for the Chinese people, really good for the Chinese people in these incredibly challenging global times where more information, more transparency are what will save lives. That's crazy. From CNBC, China expels more U.S. journalists amid tit for tat battle. Oh, 12. Yeah, I think that's yeah, I'm at my 2-hour mark. So just follow, subscribe, thumbs up, share, comment. Kamalu Pac-Man on YouTube or Pac-Man Kamalu. And I'll be back with more. Gang gang.